Hello everyone. In the mornings I take a bit of a walk around the area where I stay. I end up, apologies, thinking a lot about what's going on in the world and more specifically how people are handling it. Strange times indeed that we live in. Let's just call this a diary, if you will. Now the thing with vaccines, some people believe in it, some don't. We all have our own choices to make, and no one can take your choices away from you. You either take it or you don't. You either believe in it or you don't. One thing that's just got me stumped is the way that the type of memes that people are spreading. Look, if you don't want to take the vaccine, fine. If you want to take it, fine. Either way, I don't really care. It's anyone's personal choice, and it shouldn't be forced on anyone. No one should be made to feel guilty, because you can still spread the virus apparently, even though you're vaccinated. You can still catch it, you can still get sick. Some people say you're at less of a risk when you take it. I wouldn't know. And I think only time will tell if the risk is lower or not. And usually with vaccines, they take a number of years to test them. And some people will tell you that it's the same vaccine as all the others, or parts of it's still the same. And coronavirus has been around for a long time. Well, I've got a bit of a different opinion on that. It's just my opinion, but the thing is, this vaccine is not created in the same way as all the others before it. All of them needs to be tested, including and especially this one. This mRNA part of this vaccine has never been used in any other vaccine, so you can't tell me it's the same vaccine. I'm not saying that you should not take it or take it. It's anyone's own choice. I'm not gonna pretend that people that don't want to take the vaccine are dumb and stupid and conspiracy theorists. That's even more stupid than picking a side at this stage. But I think it's just too early to pick a side, and I don't think we should pick a side. I just don't. I just feel like the world is a gigantic experiment at this stage, and the people that did take it, obviously they're going to double down as soon as they take it. They're going to want to justify their decision, and they are going to double down on the fact that people that don't take it is a threat to them. No, people that don't take the vaccine is not a threat to anyone. You forcing your opinions on others is, and this might just be my opinion, but you've got a freedom of choice. And as soon as this, and if this ever becomes mandatory, that would be a huge problem to human rights. No one can tell you what to put into your body. Vaccines should be tested for prolonged periods, and I'm not saying no, I won't take it. I'll probably end up taking it, possibly, maybe not. It depends what happens in the next few years. I'm just not going to take it now at this stage. It's like a huge experiment at this stage. People can say what they want, but I'm free to have my own opinions at this stage. I don't know how long that's going to last, but the fact remains it's not been tested adequately. All vaccines were tested for prolonged periods. This one was not. So, then you hear people saying, I'm not going to take the chance. I've seen what this disease does. I know so many people that got sick and unfortunately passed away. So I'm rather going to take the vaccine. So you are taking a chance. You're taking a chance on a vaccine that's not been tested properly. So it remains your choice, but I would not take it. Personally, I would prefer to wait a bit and see what happens. Not convinced that it's been handled in the correct way. And yeah, some people are saying now it's finally got FDA approval, which is apparently the gold standard for vaccines, get FDA approval. But this vaccine that got the FDA approval is not the one that's currently being used to vaccinate people. It is, I don't know, I'm not sure about all the details, so I'm not going to try to preach to you, convince you of something that you don't believe in. Like I said, all of us have to make up our own mind. No use in saying how bad other people are for taking or not taking it. At this stage, you can't blame anyone for doing anything or making the one decision or the other. But it's a personal choice. Just the thing that bugs me, I've seen people throwing out memes and saying something, I can't remember the exact wording, but something along the lines of they should not worry about the vaccine because there's no robots or androids or microchips in the vaccine. And just suggesting such a meme is fucking stupid, according to me, because now you're literally creating the impression that anyone that wants to take the does not want to take the vaccine yet is some imbecile that believes in conspiracy theories. And that's the one thing that sort of pissed me off tremendously. I, for one, don't believe there's a freaking microchip in the thing. It's just common sense tells me I should wait as long as I can to see what happens and what the influence is in the longer term and on human beings. This thing has not been tested on anything else. It is different from other vaccines. They can't tell me anything else that's going to change my mind about that. And you might call me hardkoppig, but just my feelings around this. To go and blame someone or literally try to discriminate against them for making the one choice or the other is foolish. What the hell is happening to people? Oh, this thing driving them nuts? And so here's my opinion. I might take it in future, in a few years, most likely. But at this stage, I don't feel it's safe enough. We don't know what the long-term, the long-term effects of this is going to be, how it's going to affect us. And I'm not saying it will be a bad thing, or there will be bad consequences because of it. Might not be. But the thing is, I'm just getting sick of seeing people treating each other like crap because the one decided to and the other one not to. At this stage, if you kind of discriminate or feel that other people are bad because of the decisions, you're making a huge mistake. According to them, they're using their common sense. According to you, you're using your common sense. And once you've taken this vaccine, it's a fact that you are going to try. Most of the people out there is going to try to defend their action. And you might be right, no one knows. But you can't take the right away from people that hasn't made up their minds yet. And they might end up being the ones that's right. Who knows? You can't tell me that you know. No one can. This is an untested thing. Well, there's probably been some tests, but tests that need to be done most likely won't. So it's going to take some time to prove or disprove anything regarding this. So I'm going to ask you to use your own judgment in this and not to judge others based on their decisions in regards to vaccines. Me personally, I'm not saying it's good or bad. I just think it's not necessarily been handled in the correct way, and I feel personally we need to wait a bit. Well, if I'm just of the opinion I kind of would feel like a lab rat, and once I take it, I'm hopefully not gonna take the same stance as all these other idiots I'm seeing that's being nasty and literally saying that all other people are a threat to them that's not taking it and they're idiots. Well, I'm afraid time will tell. I'm not going to say the one is right and the other one is wrong. And I don't know how far Facebook is going to censor this. But in any case, just my 2 cents on it. I'm just sick and tired of people judging others. What happened to freedom of choice? Well, we know no freedom of speech is in pretty much short supply. So, It's your choice, it's your decision. Fact remains, don't be an idiot. Don't judge others for their decisions. It's theirs to make, not yours. You don't know what's right and wrong. Don't go preaching to others and telling them that their decision is wrong if you don't have substantial proof of what might happen. We don't know what's going to happen. Don't tell me you know, because if you do, you would be lying. No one truly understands how this works yet, and it's going to take a few years, in my opinion, before that happens. So, good luck to all of you. Keep well, make the right decisions, and don't be nasty to people because of their decisions. It's not like their decisions are going to influence you negatively. So be smart about it. Respect other people's decisions. So that's it for me. This is my morning walk, and well, good to talk to you. Cheers.